Hello, in this presentation we will talk about what will be included in the Enter Data for the first month of operations section of the course. This will be a longer, more comprehensive section of the course because we will be entering data for a month of operation, going through all the normal processes including the customer process or the sales cycle, the accounts payable process or the vendor cycle, and the employee process or the payroll cycle within this section. In the prior section, we set up the company and we set up the groundwork needed to do that, including the chart of accounts and the lists, so that we can now start entering the data. If we work the problem straight through from start to finish, we should be okay and not need the optional backups. However, if we do jump forward to a particular section, or we want to redo a section, or if you just want to make sure the data is the same at any point in time, you could go to various points within the problem as we work through this comprehensive problem and restore the backups and make sure we're all on the same page at any given time. So backups are optional if you want to go through and take a look at those backups and see what points in the problems we could back up and restore and be all at the same point in the same time. We will be record the owner deposit, so we're going to start the business with the owner putting the deposit into the business. We're going to purchase furniture within this section. We're going to record a PO, purchase order. We're going to create an invoice, multiple invoices. We're going to receive payments within this section. We're going to have receive payments, deposit, record the deposit to the bank. Inventory payments within this section. We're going to invoice for a pre-order within the section, so we're going to invoice for an order that has been made. We're going to receive payment and make deposits and show that process within this section. Write checks for expenses and see the normal expenses and the writing of checks and how checks could be processed within the QuickBooks system. We're going to pay bills within this month, and we're going to have a customer job. We'll set up an actual customer job, an individual job for a customer. And then we'll go through the paying of the employees process as well. Then we'll enter a job sales receipt. And then we'll take a look at all the reports. After we enter all this data, we can see how we did. We can print out a profit and loss, a balance sheet, and a transaction report and see if we match up to the numbers here. The transaction report in particular being great for looking at the data that we have entered and tying it out to what has been input and seeing if there's any problems. Often if there is a problem, it's a timing thing, a date thing. We can go back and make adjustments.